Welcome back. We're going to spend most of our time in these shifting wads going into third position because this is the most useful and versatile of the shifting positions. Today we're going to, like I said, kind of get up into outer space here a little bit with seventh position. That just to give you guys a really well-rounded and broad understanding of sort of like the extent of where this is all headed. It also gives you just a really much deeper understanding of the fingerboard. We're going to do a little in guitar position and then take it back up into playing position with the bow. And then the other thing that we're going to hit on today is the technique of harmonics, which are huge little secret key here to being able to practice your shifts perfectly every single time. So we're going to start out today by finding our first finger. Seventh position. Seventh position can be found at exactly the halfway point on every string between the bridge and the nut. It can be a little bit of an optical illusion because we have this going on. So another key for finding that exact half is once you eyeball it, which I'm just trying to eyeball here about half of the string. You can measure it if you want. You can get out your ruler and find this exactly. But if you about eyeball it, now we can use the harmonic to find this note exactly. And a harmonic just means we're going to touch the string lightly instead of pressing it all the way down. And if we're touching it in just the right spot, then the string is going to start to vibrate in halves in a nice sort of like airy sound. So once you're in that general ballpark and just touching the string with your finger, not pressing it down, you can start to play pizzicato and slide your finger, and when it's at the sweet spot of the exact middle of the string on that harmonic, you're going to hear a nice ring. That's a really good way to find this. So now you go ahead and take some time to find that on your own. Great, so with my finger touching at the harmonic and my thumb just kind of resting right here in this nice curved crook, I'm going to bring the violin up into playing position. This can be a very relaxed thing. I'm just lightly touching the string. My other fingers can even just kind of rest here for now. And then get your bow. And harmonics can be played with the bow as well. They make a beautiful flute-like sound on the violin. They can also be a little on the scratchy side, especially if you play with too much arm weight. So go for a nice gentle light stroke. And again, you may need to play with the location of your finger a little. Another trick is I'm going a little closer to the bridge than where I usually play. All right, take your time to find this harmonic. And now we're just going to do a call and response exercise of playing the harmonic and then playing the note. So first we're going to play the harmonic, and then we're going to press the finger down and play the note. The pressure here can kind of mess with the intonation because these tolerances are so small up here, so just make that slight adjustment as needed. And then now we're going to play the note and then play the harmonic. Great. You can press pause and cycle through that a few times if you feel like you want a little bit more time for you to really get a grasp of that. So when you split the string in half like this is giving you an octave of the open note. This would be an open, if we play this open, it's an E. If we play the spot that we found, that's a higher E. And just reminding you again, your first finger here is seventh position. If you want to put a sticker here, you can. Great, so now we're going to train our ear and we're going to get used to sliding in our harmonic. So we're going to start with our harmonic here on this high E with our first finger, seventh position. And then we're just going to keep the light pressure on the string and slide our finger all the way down to the open. Yeah, let's do that again. Find our harmonic. And then just slowly slide all the way down to open. We should be landing here in first position with just a nice gentle hold on the violin. Now let's do the reverse. We're going to start with an open note and then just lightly touch our first finger on the harmonic. This is not going to be the prettiest harmonic in the world, so bear with it. You might want to try it first just so that you get used to that weird sound, just open to a first finger harmonic. That's how it's going to sound at first. These harmonics only pop in certain key positions, and in between they're just going to sound kind of breathy, and that's the point. So we're just at a breathy sound all the way up until we hear that it slide into that seventh position harmonic. I kind of went past it a little bit that time, so I'm going to listen a little bit more closely this time. That's exactly what I don't want you guys to do. So let's try it again. We just want to really listen so that when we get there, we can stop. Let's do the up slide again. Once you're here, now we can cap this off by playing an open E and then a first finger seventh harmonic E. Great work. Tomorrow this is all going to come together into a foolproof method for getting a perfect shift into third position every single time.